So with that moon in Aquarius conjunct Uranus, you feel me? Like I said, that's just going to make her even more. So with that Neptune, she was already a free spirit. This is going to bring that individuality. This is going to bring that detachment. This is going to bring that logic to the situation. It's going to bring that rebellious nature. So even though, like I said, she likes to fight and she likes to attack and she has that dog in her, she has that fight in her, that Mars. You feel me? We see that when she's out there, you know what I mean? When she step off the porch for a second to show somebody how she feeling. You should show us how she feeling. You know what I mean? So when you feeling some type of way, you gonna show it, you feel me? That Aries in you, but with that Aquarius, it's gonna bring some logic as well, so it'll help you as well, you see what I'm saying? So as a regular Aries sometimes might act impulsively and not necessarily think about it. This is gonna give you the capacity to think about it, you see what I'm saying? It's gonna give you the capacity to put some logic to it. Now, with that Neptune being conjunct your moon as well, this is just gonna, scramble it all up and mix it all up and make it more confusing. But just this moon in Aquarius conjunct Uranus, this is gonna give you that ability to have that logic, to see things from, a wider perspective, from a wider view. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna give you a passion for, different changes, different causes and things like that. You see what I'm saying? You're going to want to represent something. You're going to want to make some type of difference. You're going to want to, you see what I'm saying? Like, those are the type of things you're going to connect with. You're going to connect with people who are different. You're going to connect with people who are outside the box. You're going to identify with being outside of the box. You see what I'm saying? So that's why you got all these tattoos and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? You're always doing different stuff, shaving your head, stuff like that. You always do things according to how you feeling. You see what I'm saying? As opposed to necessarily considering the impact that it'll have on the outside or how somebody else will feel about it. You really set in being your own individual, whether that means sticking out like a sore thumb or not. You see what I'm saying? Just respect me for who I am as an individual. You see what I'm saying? Regardless of what I do, regardless of how weird I act, regardless of how different I am from the norm. You see what I'm saying? Because you know you're different. You know what I mean? You can respect that. You've been doing it all your life, so you know you're different. You know you operate on a little different time than everybody else, you feel me? But it is what it is. That's alright, because you cool with it. You see what I'm saying? You can't detach from that, though. You see, because a lot of times Aquarius and the people with heavy Aquarian energy, they want to be different, so they want to, because Aquarians, see, they not like Leo where they do things just to stand out. You see what I'm saying? But they do things that they know will cause a response. You see what I'm saying? Now, you may not be doing it to garner that attention. You see what I'm saying? You may not be doing it for that purpose, but you know what's going to happen at the end of the day because you have that logic. This is air. You see what I'm saying? So you can sit there and think exactly what's going to happen. You see what I'm saying? You can put things into perspective. You can explain things and break them down if you want to. This is why you feel the need when you, like I said, when you attack, you be trying to explain. You see what I'm saying? You be trying to give people logical facts and tell people exactly what happened, and then you think people gonna, you see what I'm saying, feel some type of way about that, but they don't. And then you just sitting there looking like, dang, well, y'all don't feel me? No. y'all can't feel, y'all can't respect, y'all can't understand that? No. Alright, straight up. It don't matter how many times you say it, how logical you put it. How many times you explain yourself, how much information you provide people with. Because this is going to provide, and Moon in Aquarius is going to provide that information. You see what I'm saying? Not in a Gemini way, but with this being Aquarius and this being the second half and being fixed, it's going to be in a lot more stubborn way. You see what I'm saying? You're not necessarily going to look at all the way around. You see what I'm saying? You're not necessarily going to be adjustable and adaptable to different situations. You're not necessarily going to think about things from different perspectives. You see what I'm saying? Now, you may be able to think through different scenarios, but as far as when you're actually dealing with them, you're not going to take the time to consider different beliefs and things like that because you believe in individuality wholeheartedly. So, even if you find yourself, just slightly fitting in, you feel me? Just slightly fitting in, just slightly going with the norm, you feel me? You feel uncomfortable because it's your moon, you see what I'm saying? It's your comfort zone, so this is what you're comfortable with. So you almost don't even feel right not being an alien, you feel me? Not sticking out like a sore thumb in the room, you see what I'm saying? You almost feel uncomfortable, but you can't do that, you feel me? Sometimes you gotta mesh, sometimes you gotta meal, sometimes you gotta know how to just go with the flow, you feel me? Just normal, yeah, I mean, just normal, regular, every day-to-day stuff without being bored, without being mad at it, just, I mean, this is just how it goes down. You see what I'm saying? I ain't got to change it. I ain't got to alter it. I ain't got to revolutionize nothing. I ain't got to make no change. You see what I'm saying? Because that's naturally what the Aquarius going to want to do. But no, you can't do that all the time. You feel me? Sometimes you just got to go with the flow. You got to go with the societal norms that are already set up. You feel me? Some rules are in place for a reason. A lot of rules are in place for a reason. You see what I'm saying? So don't just go around breaking rules just because. You see what I'm saying? Don't just go around doing stuff just because somebody says you can't do it. Don't just go around. You see what I'm saying? Don't just go around doing something just for the sake of being different, just for the sake of, you know what I mean, showing somebody that, okay, I'm me, and this, and I can do whatever I want. You know what I mean? Just on some, let me show you my anonymity, like, you know what I'm saying? Let me show you my autonomy for a second, like, and it's just like, that is so unnecessary. Because then you verge off into inappropriate. And then once you verge off into inappropriate, you get results like these. You know what I'm saying? That's when you start getting the criticism. That's when people start genuinely not liking you. Because people, just because you're different, that Uranus doesn't necessarily bring a distaste. You see what I'm saying? Like sometimes Pluto can bring people a natural distaste. People can naturally be turned off by you. You see what I'm saying? It's not like that with Uranus. You know what I mean? Uranus is different, but Uranus can be relatable. You see what I'm saying? People can enjoy your quirks. You see what I'm saying? Because they you're uniquely you. But when you overdo it, when you overindulge, when you just being different just to be, you know what I mean? Just to stand out. When you being just different just for the sake of being different, people ain't gonna respect it because there ain't no reason behind it. You see what I'm saying? It ain't. It feel like you just putting it on. You just doing it just to be doing it. You see what I'm saying? And this is to everybody else. You just doing something to be different again. You see what I'm saying? You don't never want to fit in. You don't never want to follow the rules. You don't never want to do. You don't never want to really engage. Like I said, that's just a natural nature you have to rebel. You have to find somewhere to channel that into, some kind of movement, some kind of cause. You see what I'm saying? Or you always have that issue. You see what I'm saying? You always have that. You're always going to be different. But you know what I mean? Learn how to incorporate your individuality. Learn how to follow. Learn which rules to follow. You see what I'm saying? I'll always be trying to push the limits. You see what I'm saying? Everything can only go so far. You feel me? Everything can only go so far before it's too much. Now, how you can channel this energy, you see what I'm saying? How you can do it, you feel me? Have some type of reasoning for the things you're doing. Have some type of belief. Because that's when you'll get that respect. That's when Uranus gets respect as opposed to being looked at as different or weird or just outside of the box. You see what I'm saying? You'll get that reputation. You mean just because you do the things you do, but when you have some type of logic or backup or reason or belief to, you know what I mean, that you believe in and reasoning behind why you're doing what you're doing, people will respect that. That's how Aquarius can get respect. Because with that fixedness, you're going to stand on it. You feel me? Whatever you believe, you're going to stand on it. And people will respect that. And they'll know you're not just doing it just to be doing it. You see what I'm saying? Just to stand out, just to be different. Let's say you're not like everybody else. You have some type of reason and logic behind it. Okay, this is why I do what I do. This is why I believe what I believe. You see what I'm saying? And stand on that. You see what I'm saying? But respect everybody else. You got to give that same respect. So you got to respect everybody else's autonomy as well. You see what I'm saying? Even though it's different than yours. You see what I'm saying? And not just be going against it and be going against others just for the sake of rebellion. Just for the sake of being different. Just for the sake of not feeling like you're just another link in the chain. But it's like at the end of the day, sometimes that is what you are. You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, sometimes you just a link in the chain. Sometimes you just, yeah, what it is. Sometimes you just a piece of the puzzle. You feel me? And you gotta be cool with that. And you gotta understand and respect your position and your place and what you here to do. You see what I'm saying? And that's not let that outcast in you feel me, make you feel like, I mean, because that's kind of sending you into a bubble too, where you feel like, because I feel like you comfortable with your weirdness, but you're not comfortable with everybody else being uncomfortable with your weirdness. With that moon and that conjunct Neptune and Uranus, it's like you cool with your weirdness, you cool, you understand your individuality, but you're not necessarily cool with how everybody else responds to your individuality. You're not necessarily cool with the reactions you get based upon that. You see what I'm saying? But you don't have to be the outcast. So never, place yourself in that role. Never feel like that's where you always have to be. Never feel like, that's your soul identity. You feel me? You don't have to be like that. You feel me? Sometimes you can be regular. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can be regular, just kick it like the rest of it. Like we kicking it now. You can do that any other time. You feel me? But don't delegate that role to yourself. You see what I'm saying? Don't feel like that's the only role you can play. Don't feel like you always got to be on the outside looking in. Like it's okay to be on the inside sometimes. You feel me? It's okay to indulge in what everybody else is doing sometimes. It's okay to be real. You know what I mean? It's okay. Like, you know what I mean? Don't. Because then you'll start to get into, and with that Neptune, you're going to isolate. So whereas Uranus, a lot of the times once they're the outcast, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't necessarily affect them as much as it does the Neptune energy, people with Neptune energy, you feel me? Because that's a lot more emotional, you see what I'm saying? But with Aquarius, you're not really attached to it, but you don't really want to be on the outside looking in. You're not going to react emotionally, you're not going to respond emotionally, but it's still going to have an effect on you. You see what I'm saying? You don't always have to be the outcast. Sometimes you can't fit in, sometimes you can't. Just be one of the crew, you feel me? Because you want a crew, you want to kick it, you want to socialize, it's there, you see what I'm saying? You want people around you, but you so consumed with just doing everything outside of the box. Everybody can't get down with how you giving it out, but learn how to keep that within yourself, learn how to keep that in your personal space. Don't always try to impede on others. You know what I mean? Don't always try to bring everybody else into what you're doing and what you believe. Don't always have to share. Don't always have to, it's not always a revolt. It's not always a rebellion. It's not always a cause. Everything ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to keep that to yourself sometimes. You know what I mean? Learn how to move in and out of different crowds. Learn how to adapt. You feel what I'm saying? Get with you some mutable signs. You feel me? And learn how to adapt, learn how to move and shake. But whoever you get with, whatever you do, don't do nothing else to your face. I done told you. I'm really feeling some type of way about that. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing nobody else saying either. It's just like, what are you doing? You was already bad. Like, what are you doing? You were already pretty. Even though you was weird as fuck. Like, you was pulling off the pretty weird bag. Like, you know how long weird motherfuckers been waiting to come up? You know how many weird motherfuckers it is? And you came up. You feel me? You was doing it. You was representing for all the weird Aquarians in the world. Uranus in the world. You was rapping. You feel me? And then you go and do this. Like I told you before, I ain't judging you, baby, because we all go through something. But don't do it no more. Don't do it. No. Come on. I know they say that knife is addictive, and I know you up on your cloud. You probably listen to me up on your cloud, Moon conjunct Neptune, you feel me? You probably taking this in on your cloud, but all I'm saying is, you feel me? I told you earlier, you can't bring your fantasy into reality, you feel me? It's lovely to have, but don't try to make it not everything. You can't. You got to deal with things how they are sometimes. This is what you can get from your earth sign, brother. It is what it is. Keep it really real with yourself. You gotta get with that. What's really going on? What's really in these four walls? What can we really touch? What does it really amount to? Get that earth in you. You feel me? Because You got that air and that fire. This is all masculine. You all go, go, go. You see what I'm saying? You all put out. You see what I'm saying? But you got to learn to take in. You got to learn to receive and how to receive. You see what I'm saying? Without feeling the need to respond and attack with that area, you have to learn how to receive. Get around some water signs. Learn how to pick up on. You see what I'm saying? Learn how to soak up a little bit. You got that Neptune, so you're already naturally open to different energies and things like that. And with that Uranus and that Aquarius, you already want to connect with others. You see what I'm saying? Not necessarily on an emotional level, but you already want to have a network of people. You already want to understand people. You see what I'm saying? So you got to utilize that. Don't let that Neptune shut you down. Don't let that Neptune send you in a corner based on being overwhelmed and being too open. You see what I'm saying? Because that Aquarius thing, you wants to reach the people. The Aquarius has to deal with the people. The Aquarius has to, you know what I mean? So like I said, you gotta deal with people. Like, you see what I'm saying? You gotta deal with people. You see what I'm saying? And you can be good at it. That's the whole thing. You're not necessarily bad at it. You're not necessarily not quit. Because some people charge, like, yeah, they're bad with people. They're bad with, like, dealing with people. But it's like, okay, I see why. But it's like, this is what you do. This is your element. Like, you can form a group to prosper in any belief that you see what I'm saying? You got that in you, deep, strong. You see what I'm saying? You can start a movement for anything. You see what I'm saying? But you have to put your energy in that direction. And not just focus on standing out. Not just focus on being different. Okay, let's focus on a difference, that change that needs to be made. Let's focus on, a cause versus just going against the grain. You see what I'm saying? So you got to make that transition. You see what I'm saying? Find you a cause. Find you something you really believe in and stand on that. And pump that. And don't worry about what, you know what I mean? And that'll give you something to put your energy in. Then you won't feel the need to attack everybody and to really take in all of that criticism, because you ain't paying no attention anyway, because you too focused on, you know what I mean, that rebellion, making that change, bringing that revolution in. You see what I'm saying? And with that Mars, you're going to have the passion to do it. You're going to have the drive to do it. You're going to have to fight to do it. And you're going to stand on it. You're willing to go to battle about it. You see what I'm saying? So make sure you find you something, you feel me? Find your cause you believe in, you feel me? Ain't got to be nothing too big. It could be something short, it could be something light, it could be something simple. But you know what I mean? Find you something and stand on that. And put your energy into that. And building that. You see what I'm saying? That'll make you feel better. It'll make you feel more centered. It'll make you feel more connected. Because like I told you, Aquarius is naturally detached. You see what I'm saying? So that'll make you feel connected once you start your movements in your rebellion. That's how you're going to connect with others. That's how you're going to keep that, you know what I mean, that depression from setting in, that criticism from eating away at you. You see what I'm saying? Because when you know you're making a difference and you know what you're doing matters, you ain't going to be as caught up in what a person has to say. You're not going to be as caught up in that Martian energy, because that moon is your comfort zone. So you're going to be a lot more comfortable because you're doing what you truly love to do, something that you truly matters to you. You see what I'm saying? And you have the energy to put it out there and to stand on it. So you can you could start a movement. You see what I'm saying? Like, you could start a movement. Whereas some people just have to kind of pick up a movement and run with it. You can start one. Like, you have that energy. Like, you have that Mars in you. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can start something new. You can start a new belief. You can start a new... You see what I'm saying? You can start anew. It is what it is. But you just gotta find what you gonna do. You know what I mean? What you gonna stand on. And just pump that. Put your energy into that. You feel me? Don't put your energy into what somebody's saying about you, talking about you, thinking about you, feeling about you. Because you already know you the high man now. But I understand, because it's just so many more people saying it and doing it. You know what I'm saying? And just because an Aquarian individual, Uranus individual is accustomed to being an outcast, it doesn't mean they want to be. I mean, he's still human. So... you know what I mean? Find your people. But always be true and sincere to you, though, because that's how you're going to find your people. That's how you're going to find people as weird as you. That's how you're going to find people who are into the same things as you are. You see what I'm saying? So always wave your freak flag. You see what I'm saying? And I ain't saying a negative way, but wave your freak flag. You feel me? Because you got to find your people and find your cause. And then once you do that, it'll be all good. You won't be worried about what a motherfucker's saying or doing or none of that. You feel me? Straight up. So that was part 3 of your Just Kicking a video with Summer Walker. You know what I mean? We got to get into some more of that moon, you feel me? Got to see how that Neptune, you feel me? He'll play out with those delusions and things, you feel me? And sometimes contribute to that dreamy aspect of you. You feel me? But like I said, Summer, don't you be trying to be that character you created and who you see yourself in your head, you feel me? You can't bring everything down to reality, you feel me? Just keep it in your dream world, you feel me? Life is but a dream. But don't take it that far. You take it too far sometimes. You feel me? But that's okay. We out here, I mean, get out of line sometimes. We out here, I mean, make a mistake, misstep here or there. You feel me? I ain't judging you. You feel me? You know, I'm just going to keep it 1,000 with you because that's what we do over here. You feel me? We kick back. So while we kick it back, you know, I keep 1,000 with you. You feel me? You going a little too much into that dream world. You going a little too much into your own illusion. You going in a little too much into your creativity. You trying to be a little too different. You feel me? You ain't always got to be standing out like a sore thumb. Sometimes, you feel me? You don't always have to be the rebel in the room. And that moon with Uranus and Aquarius, that'll have you doing that sometimes. Where you just do it just to get a reaction, just to see people's responses, just to, you see what I'm saying, like a little experiment, like, yeah, let me see, if I do this, what people gonna do, you feel me? Not that you actually care, but it's like a little social experiment, like, that's the 11th house shit, where it's like you messing with other people too. It ain't just about you. It ain't just about applying to yourself. It's with other people as well. And this is your moon, so this is what you're comfortable with. So you have to be careful that you're not going around, like I said, just going against the grain just for the sake of doing it. Just, you know what I mean, standing out for no reason, just garnering attention that you're not utilizing. Make sure you're applying that energy, that Martian energy, to those humanitarian things, to helping other people. And then you won't feel the need to necessarily, you know what I mean, fight back all the time. You won't feel the need to, I mean, you won't take people's criticism as harsh, you feel me? Because you'll be fulfilling that moon. So if you get more involved in like humanitarian acts and things like that, different organizations and things that you're actually invested in and believe in, or like form your own and have that too, you know what I mean, lean on and to be fixed in and to really believe in, you know what I mean, that'll make you feel a lot more comfortable. You'll be able to adjust a little bit better to fame. Because, I mean, you're having a hard time, baby, but it's okay. We all got to go through some. But, yeah, like I said, just make sure you're getting involved in things that you truly believe in, that, you know what I mean, that you truly feel hold some positive aspects of greater good in the future, you feel me? And just ride out with that. And you won't even be paying attention to what the opinions of others and how they feel about you and, you know what I mean, that outcast syndrome. Where you feel like everybody's against you and they're really not, you feel me? You asked to be, you almost asking to stand. You see how you're asking to be separate from the group, so they're gonna let you do that. And if you want to come join the group, come join the group. And it's okay to want to fall in line sometimes. It's okay to want to be a part of the crowd sometimes. It's okay to want to do what everybody else is doing sometimes. Like I said, you don't always have to be the rebel. It's alright. Some rules are made, some rules are made for a reason. Some rules serve a purpose, you feel me? Not all of them. If they're unjust and they're not serving their purpose, then yes, it's time to rebel. It's time to, you know what I mean? It's time to cause those upheavals. It's time to get into your Uranus. But if that's not the case, then don't just be going around starting unnecessary fires and, you know what I mean, dealing with unnecessary conflict when you don't have to. Like I said, just apply that rebellious energy to a humanitarian, you know what I mean, pursuit, like some type of, you know what I mean, some whatever you believe in, or whatever type of wrong, whatever you want to fight against, start your organization on that and focus on that and put your energy into that, and then you'll feel a lot more comfortable and you'll slowly see that anxiety starting to settle a little bit. Put those boundaries up too and you'll be good, you feel me? Make sure you're controlling that Aries passion. Make sure you're directing it in the right direction. You feel me? Make sure you practicing tact. You feel me? Make sure you taking that deep breath before you just go off and do whatever. Before you just go off into your Martian, make sure you taking that deep breath. You know what I mean? Make sure you thinking about it. Don't be so impulsive. Slow down a little bit. You're moving too fast. It's all right. We all get ahead of ourselves sometimes. So just slow down a little bit. You feel me? Have a little bit more tact. You feel me? You know what I mean? Learn how to, you know what I mean, adjust to different social situations and settings and things like that. Because you're able to communicate. You're also comfortable with communication with that moon and air. So, you know what I mean? Utilize that. utilize those words, you feel me, to garner a little bit further understanding, you feel me. But, you know what I mean, when you communicate, make sure, you know what I mean, it's something that you're really passionate about, you really care about, or else you'll be detached from it, and you won't be able to make the changes that you want to make. You won't be able to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish. So, you know what I mean, make sure it's something that you truly believe in. And don't touch your face no more. I ain't gonna say it no more. Don't touch your face no more. Straight up. And it is what it is. So, as always, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think down below. Make sure you kick back with some other videos. Come on with it.